version inspire this. But it was
Alright, we're not going to ask our people on that, but sometimes we have to be very careful, especially when we're influential in the space. You understand what I say? You have to be very careful because remember I say we are dealing with sheep, you know. So Serpy have a lot of sheep. Even me as a sheep when it comes down to Serpy's platform. Because I'm a man that subscribe to it and listen. And I wouldn't even call myself a sheep because I always fact check my thing, the man, double check my thing, the man. You understand what I say? And cross reference my thing. So I wouldn't even call myself a sheep. But there are many sheep, excuse me, on the platform, them, especially when people like you and influential. You understand what I say? So when Serpy say he was confused because he only know the old version and when he hear that version, yeah. Yes, so I say credibility matters, especially when you have a platform like Serpy's platform. Credibility matters. Understand what I say? So right there, so Serpy I make we know say him know of another version. So when he hear Baby Cham's version, he was confused. You see? But where do you think this argument a come from? Where do you think this a come from?
six. I was like, hold on, they remixed this. But it was a completely different song. So at this point, it's fair to say it's the Hugh Mike's version inspired this. But it was a classic.
No, Serpy is one of them a classic. His Ghetto Story is a classic. Ghetto Story is a classic, brother. But sometimes we're oblivious to some things too, but we have to be very careful the way we phrase things and put forward. Because we are dealing with sheep. But where this argument come from? Because I saw the argument, you know. I saw the argument. You see? I saw the argument prior to Serpy talking about it, but I never say anything because I said I just a little man on a platform. You see? I just a little man on a platform. I do some things to get views. I mean, also nowadays, you know, man, we just make up some things and see something and run with it and forget some views. And, you know, people are eat them food. They can't knock a person. But when it comes at the expense of putting down someone's work or calling someone's work into question, because it's not easy to write a hit song, you know, people. It's not easy to write a hit song, you know. Remember that, you know, people. Especially in a competitive industry here. It's not easy to write a hit song. So the first time me hear the argument, you know. Me hear somebody speak on this topic here with Baby Cham tune. Ghetto Story. Is a page. Me I scroll through the YouTube and I see some video of, you know, cause me love watch the history of dancehall, and you know, because I'm a person inclined to music, especially the old school music. So I see a page, Reggae Dancehall Vault. So Reggae Dancehall Vault, the man actually did a story on Baby Cham and Hugh Mike's dancehall story versus Ghetto Story. And the man went on and he said a lot of things. And I say, I just want to come on, but when I look, I see it get a lot of views. But after a while, I see it was no longer on the page. So I realized, oh, it come like this person from this platform realized that he heard, or maybe go do further research and realize that this him story shaky. So he took it down. However, you come here, look, I can't find it. I say, yo, where's the story there? But the big, you know, the man did a whole presentation and said, Baby Cham tune a pirate and one bag of thing. And I say, wow, the man I go strong. And I say, the people them now. You know, bonfire upon Baby Cham. I say, yo, I hope Baby Cham give the man money and I hope, and so dancehall artist thief. And so them take the man them thing all the while and they give man credit. And I think I see all the man mention, say, I saw the boy Vegas, you know, thief, you know, heads high from a man. I say, for real? So the man take down his presentation, right? Him take down his presentation. But him leave up the song. So when Sir P mentioned, when Sir P said what he said the other day, Zane, of course, you know, say, the sheep them heard his voice. And them find the song. The sheep them heard his voice and find the song. You see? Now, in all honesty, you would have to be somebody where is a dancehall fan, is a person, a producer, maybe a person who deep into the music, if you not really, you know, run with the story. You see? So them find the song. So hear the song. Hear the song. We don't know Baby Sham's version. I'm not going to play it for them. But I'm going to play that version. Yeah. You see? Because we don't know the Baby Sham version. See? Hear the version. Yeah.
You will tell them, I the dancehall story, and the rubber dub story, and the dancehall story, and the rubber dub story. You me tell them, I said those days I remember, those days are where we miss. We used to go to dance and we a dance like this. Some a do the cha-cha-cha-cha and them a wine and twist. Say one sister Lana, man and a friend named this. Them a care where them a do, them coulda do.
Pull up. So of course, the first comment you gonna see, politics, watch, brought me here. So may I show you say is a sheep mentality, you know, here. A person is not afraid to say who sent them, you know, who led them. A person say, politics, watch, brought me here. Now if you look on even the label and them thing, you know, it's cleverly done, you know. Just look on the label, you know. So me not even chastise nobody. Me more I go use this moment of it. Not even like set the record straight, but I'm going to use the moment for show you say that's why you're not to run with everything we are here. You understand what I'm saying? Do not run with everything we are here. Sometimes you have to step back and, you know, you well want to comment and you well want to disrespect somebody, but sometimes you have to just say, you know what? Let me just chill. You understand what I say? So the first comment the person I said, politics watch brought me here. Big up Sir P, live in London. Jamaica, my heart. So you see how influential Sir P is. That's why I say we have to be careful when we are put forward certain things, especially when we are validate the argument that we are put through with speech like, oh, I was surprised when I hear the version because I don't know the whole version. So right, so we could have said, Sir P get caught in a lie. You see what I say? When we basically break down the thing, I know, you can make up your mind on that still. You see? So Dave Durrell say, I hope Cham giving you Mike some royalties from publishing. Thanks for exposing the thing, Sir P. You see how Sir P powerful? J Rank say, why folks calling Cham a pirate? The man was inspired by you Mikes and revamped the tune for his generation. I'm sure someone inspired King Yellowman style. Did he pirate? Kanika said, big up Sir P. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know about this original version of the song Cham did. Mark Douglas, salute Sir P. Cheetah Official Vivo. Jano, I never heard this song before. Today. Not even did know of this artist. And I'm in my 40s. Now pay attention to that. Not even the year of this artist, and I'm in my 40s. Big up Sir P. Again. Jeremiah, Sir P got me here. Pull up from the positive to negative. Lord have mercy. Hear that? From the positive to the negative. So they must say, Sir, you Mike's one positive and Baby Sham one negative. And the person I beg a bow to the Lord. Lord have mercy. And of course, I will for people like that. See it? Lance, I learned about this song on March 2nd, 2022, thanks to Sir P. I never heard this before, thanks Sir P. Sir P sent me here, another person said. Another person said, Sir P sent me here. Yeah? After listening to the song, Cham sounds like he counteracting the man. One spreading peace and unity. One promotes and glorifies violence. Too big Sam, but it's a shame what Cham did to the song. So we're going to leave it here because I worry about them. Enough sheep go run in a thing after them hear the song. Now, in all honesty, if you don't know nothing about music, you would have maybe jump and come into and burn out Baby Cham. So I say, that's why it said, judge not lest he be judged. See, in them words that come, you know, inspirational words. Now, first thing you have to understand, say people, the first time this song was uploaded was 10 years ago. See? Right on the heels of Ghetto Story being a big international hit. This song was uploaded. Right? Now, anybody know anything about music? Yeah? You that here says, I don't play this. You that know, say, even the EQ where them use on the vocal, the sound where them use on the vocal for you mics, is not even ancient. It's modern, right? Excuse me. You that hear, but you have to know music. You have to understand music to know that still. But one thing we not gonna make you get away from. If you mics did this song, why would be singing I Remember Those Days? If this happened in the era where you mics supposed to be doing the cha-cha-cha or whatever I was doing in a film days, why would he be singing I remember those days when people used to this and people used to that? And Miss Sister Lana and Sister Sonia and Sister Rere. Because I remember in a you mic days, a Sister Lana them used to sing both. So it would be in a film days. So I'm gonna say him remember. So right, that's if you make it know, say, right there, son, right there and that, right then. Right there and then you're supposed to understand, say, oh, the money I talk about, I remember. Remember when? Because it was in a film era, these things were happening. In a U Mike's era. You see? So why would he be singing about I remember from them time there? You understand what I say? So that me not go excuse nobody with, because at least you must have some form of critical thinking to say, yo, but why am I saying say I remember? You see? Now I could even go to the phrasing. If you don't realize him actually a phrase, the same way like a Baby Cham phrase. Story in a story. Him a phrase like Baby Cham. So that's a giveaway if you're musical. See? But if you're not musical, I'm going to make that pass you. See? Now, the persons them will do this. The persons them will do this. What them do is, them get a old label and them call it Cornerstone. The Cornerstone is a man named Cornerstone who used to hang out, you know, based on my research and find out who this brother Cornerstone is. Cornerstone used to be a man who hang out, you know, at the studio, upon the corner. So him call him label Cornerstone. There's no history of this song prior to Baby Cham song. No history. Zero. Zero history of the song prior to Baby Cham song. Zero history. Secondly, if you ask all of the greats them, nobody never used to DJ this way. This was not how the DJ in what would have been U Mike's era. Lady, I don't know this. Lady, I'm not about to ask you nothing because you asked me now who did the song first. And you come from the era where you're supposed to know. So I'm not about to ask you. You see? People were not DJing this way in a UMI, what was supposed to be. This would be like even before, even your era, Lady Ann. See? This would be UMIs and that be before even your era. But if UMIs had done this song, yeah, let us go to even the. But me could go to even the phrasing of it.
And the dancehall story and the rubber dub story.
You realize you passed the culture rhythm that? Me not go really bash anybody where decides that them are sheep it out. But the people them will attack say baby some a pirate. Sometimes when I have to hold on and yes, I say just hold on a gun a little bit when I hear things. Because me know so we gullible and we love run with things and but you can't put people hard work into question. You understand what I say? But you realize you pass the culture rhythm this. You might never record and pass the culture rhythm. I pass the culture rhythm this and I pass the culture on the left hand side. So if you mics, right? If this is you Mike's song, Dancehall Story, it would have been released and it would be played. It would have been played with the Mighty Diamonds, pass the Kutchip on the left hand side, and the youth them from England will do pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It would have played with them song there. How comes it's so? Oh, no think and say, yeah, but a Kutchie rhythm that. How comes that the first we are here the man a song and it sounds so good? You think say a man could have do that song yeah? Back in a you Mike's days, and this no boss. Remember say you know, nobody never used to DJ so you know. Remember say we are talking about. Remember say you Mike should be the first one to take the thing from wake the town and tell the people and telling them my ways and then Lord say hear me now you know, and the musical thing called you know. Remember say that a you Mike's era you know. Or if you Mike's within a brigadier them era, it would be more like, you know, the 1-2, boom, or them DJ straight and them DJ all the lyrics them long and if me come from Louis Let to them era, excuse me, or any one of them man the era, or even Yellow Man them era. If you Mike's come from Yellow Man era, well we don't know him in a Yellow Man era. So that means that he would have been before Yellow Man era. You see? But remember, Yellow Man them era was, you know, and the word it was bam 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 bam, and that was the vibe. You see me? So Susie one, she a Japanese and them type of vibe they did go on in that era. You see me? I say keep in a session before God come. Which part it was a fight that drop there. Cause the rhythm them man did that whoop 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 whoop. And them things used to go on in that era there, a DJ. But it's possible say a man could have this breakaway with a melodious tune like this because your tune melodic. So you'd say, yo, that man would be one of the originator of Sing J. It wouldn't be Stitchy them, it wouldn't be Bailey them, it wouldn't be Shabba them. You see what I say? Because I remember saying it wouldn't be Major Worries them. You see? Because I remember say Burro them used to chop it, you know. Hey, my man, me king, pam, pam. I said them used to chop it and then Papa said everybody they come take the chop there. For that era there, right? But you would have to be musical or you'd have to be a dancehall fan or a reggae fan to understand that part of me attack say. So what me I try to explain to you is nobody never used to DJ so in a U Mike's era. And if you listen to old school music, you already know this. So we have like 4 points already where now add up. See? Just in case you still want to run with it. Because I'm going to let me know too much. But in case you still want to run with it, we're going to like 5 points. It's not the sort of man who used to DJ in another era, in a U Mike's era. It's a country rhythm, where it's a big rhythm, big rhythm, major rhythm. If U Mike's had recorded on this rhythm, without even have a dub plate, even a dub plate, or a stage show with you Mike's I performed that song back in the days. But let's say it never bust. Alright, it never bust. And Dave Kelly. Imagine Dave Kelly and Baby Cham found a you Mike's record. The great Dave Kelly. We write Can't Believe My Eyes. Anytime we write Old Dog Like Me. We write Give Me the Girl with the Wickedest Slam and tune. So we are talking about the king. And the king we are talking about, you know, of dancehall when it comes down to producer. Dave Kelly is the king. Like there's no two-way about it. Dave Kelly is the king. You see what I say? It's Bojo Band time. Y'all see about it right? Come on, people. Dave Kelly are the king, people. The king, like the king. You see, I say, man, brother Tony Kelly, like, trust me, but Dave Kelly, when it comes down to the dance hall, the core, Dave Kelly are the king. See? The boss. See? So you want to tell me that Dave Kelly, them was so prideful, just hear a song like this and took the melody, even the way how you Mike that's even the way how you Mike do the intro, you want to tell me that this are the respect we want to show to Dave Kelly. And this is how we really want to challenge you upon, in case you don't know who is Dave Kelly. Pepper Seed Rhythm is Dave Kelly. When you go a dance and want to wind up to Pepper Seed Rhythm, understand that that is Dave Kelly. You see? When you hear, well, if a man not for the AM, that is Dave Kelly. You see? When you hear Frisco Kid Catalog, that is Dave Kelly. You see what I say? Let me see you and them if you're living in style. Dave Kelly, them thing the people. You see? When you hear Joyride with him, taking a ride, alright. So me just ask the item. If at a level of respect that you have for the king, Dave Kelly, one that thinks that Dave Kelly that take a man tune and even the intro and teach and sit down with Baby Cham and say, Baby Cham, I want you sing it back same way. I want you even say story. You get a story. Yeah.
You will tell them, I the dancehall story, and the rubber dub story, and the dancehall story, and the rubber dub story. You will tell them, I said those days I remember, those days I where.
See? Those days I remember, those days I were me. You know what's sad about this? Them all put it up on Google, you know. And somebody writes it was done approximately in the 80s. Approximately. Them can't get no date, you know. Them say approximately in the 80s. Now we know the 80s. Because we listen music them time there. You see? Them say approximately in the 80s. Now, we could get to the business part of it. Because I'm not going to dwell upon it too long. You see? Now make 2 more points or 3 more points. The business part of it. Remember, if you type in Ghetto Story right now, you would see Akon, Alicia Keys, and Baby Cham name. The correct name as the writers on the credit that are for the remix. Now Dave Kelly, a genius Dave Kelly, that when Sirani did No Games came off the Showtime rhythm. So I don't know, so Showtime rhythm as, I don't know, so enough of them not like me. So that a Dave Kelly, you know. See them all hype up at that thing, no strike me at Dave Kelly, that, you know. Just in case you never remember who is Dave Kelly that produced Ghetto Story. So when you look on all Dave Kelly, business mindset or his way of dealing with business. Can I learn from Tony Kelly how them set up them thing with Janet, and they make certain say the artist can get royalties. And Tony Kelly, when he record film, he make certain say sort out the publishing. So Tony Kelly was one of the persons them when we did a go on good. When we record Sucky Ducky and them tune there, and you know, he make certain say, yo, we sort out the publishing. So him say, yo, this are for me and this are for you, and we agree and we go away. So we don't have no problem. So and Janet Silvera used to give we look at royalty. So all of the stealing and the robbery we go on the dance side with the producers them were telling artists that they're not supposed to get any royalties. Janet Silvera is her last name, but I know it's Janet is her first name. I don't remember if Silvera is her last name, but we ain't mad at them know. Them used to set up them thing. So even when you know you get a little royalties from the sales of record. And that time is 7-inch used to sell, and artists had no way of knowing how many records were sold. Because we not check that. But them used to make certain so you get a little check. Your little thing. Them call you if you come pick up a little thing when give royalties. And one of the producers, and maybe one of the only set of producers in Jamaica that used to do that is the Kelly brothers. Them. See? So because I talk about the business now, more you understand how they operate the business, right? So Dave Kelly, you see? took you Mike's song, the melody, the lyrics, because basically it's the same lyrics. I just get a story and dance a story, and but I see him remember thing. And he put Alicia Keys on it. And he put Akon on it. Dave Kelly. Risk his whole career, his catalog, his finance. Pirate a Man tune. Put Alicia Keys on it. Put Akon on it. It went into the Billboard charts. Right? And no publisher went after Dave Kelly or Baby Cham or Alicia Keys or Akon. You Mikes recorded this song in the 80s, and Sir P say he heard it before he heard Baby Cham own. So you Mike, who is still alive, right? A song that was shown on MTV and BT, right? Was a top tune, playing on all the major radio stations in the urban market. And you are telling me that we are so gullible that we think you Mike's publisher or you Mike or his children or nobody. Now reach out to the Baby Cham and Dave Kelly them to feed them one. And how we know so that not happen? How we know that didn't happen? Because the credit for the writers are still there. There's no amendment to the writers' credit. None. What is sad about this is you, Mike, is still alive. And he must have heard people saying that him stole Baby Cham and Baby Cham stole his song. Excuse me. I think you, Mike, need to come forward and make the people them know say, yo, you do a dub plate off of the man's song and you eat a food. You see what I say? Because by now you must realize say, a lot of sheep are run with the argument from Sir P and from Reggae Vault. So Baby Cham thief your tune. You see? So I think say, as a decent human being, you need to put out a statement, brother. I make the people them know say, it's a dub plate you do on the man's song. You did the dub plate, and then the youth down where you used to hang out at the studio, link you, send you the country rhythm, and you record the song like a long time you do it. And then release it and put it out. Dave Kelly could have go after you. That is infringement on Dave Kelly's copyright and Baby Cham's copyright. You infringed because when you release it as 45. That's infringement. And you did not credit the original writers. And y'all put it out there and hear people talking about it. I want to stay silent. That's a disrespect and one of the greatest producers' name. And we still have a dunce in the comment now, somebody in Congo, Baby Cham owe the youth every cent. Maybe him just giant. So maybe you have to go watch it back. Who's your name? KTB Congo. And maybe you can't hear good. Maybe your ears put on the wrong side. So change around your ears. Change around your ears and see if you can understand what we're saying. Switch around your ears. Because some of the time when even the truth presents itself, you know, so when your ears put on so backward, when the ears turn out the wrong way. You see? So, you, Mike, you need to make the people them know, say, it's not your tune. Alright, sorry, Congo. Go back and watch it. You see? It's not your tune, General. It's like me thief something from somebody and hear people say, the person robbed me. And I said, hold on upon the thing, see him and just not say nothing. That's not a good look, man. And you people who think Dave Kelly, you know nothing about music. You know nothing about music. For you to think Dave Kelly, one of the greatest dancehall writers. Dave Kelly catalog can keep 10 dance for the night. And no song no repeat. In a Jamaica, in a Queens, in a New York, in a anywhere you go, any which part of the dancehall diaspora there. Plus come on people. You're talking about action with Nadine Sutherland and Terror Fabulous. That's how great the man is, people. You got disrespect such a genius. If you think say him that go so low. For thief, you Mike song and give to Baby Cham. When you really think say. For you Mike I sing say him remember. Why would a man remember something from in a film era? If something is up, if now is the time when we are do, what kind of dance I go on now? So we have to swing shoulder for a swing now. I mean I sing a song and say, I remember when we used to swing with shoulder and we used to do the what kind of dance again? The leg of the bird. Yes, what I say? Would I sing that now? Say I remember when I used to do the dance leg of the bird and I used to do the dance and fling your shoulder. No, that is happening in my time. So why would I sing so I remember? It's not retro. So why would you Mike sing say him remember something in a film time? When the dance them where him are describing at the song, the lyrics that you Mike is singing is actually talking about dances that used to happen. Where would that be in a you Mike's era? Those dances that he's talking about, those dances were in the 80s. So why would he be singing that? I remember when we used to do the cha-cha-cha-cha. What? But when it became gospel, and I saw no love run with things. I saw no take things and run with things, you know. So when I run, go and look for the song, and that about Sir P sent me here. But Sir P, you see how you know who Dave Kelly an apology. Well, maybe you said the song is a violent song, so maybe you're not going to think it's an apology, but based on credibility, I think you need to fix it. You need to make the people at the ship. Because remember I said, them go over the song and I say, you send them, you know. So, you see what I say? So, in all due respect, you don't have to do it still, but a person when I think say, yeah, you're doing a great job of highlighting some things in a Jamaica way. You see what I say? But now, you put the thing into question. Because I know you say something now, people are going to say, I wonder if I saw it go. You see what I say? So you have to be very careful, because see, you send the sheep them say you send them, and of course the man, I say the man pirate tune. When the truth is, you Mike, right, based on every research I do so far, you Mike did not do a song named Dancehall Story prior to Baby Cham's Ghetto Story. Full stop. There is no history of you Mike's Dancehall Story. None. Prior to Baby Cham's song. There's none. So we got to be careful. We have to be careful, people. You know what I'm saying? We have to be careful. Dave Kelly is not an idiot. If you go take up you Mike song and put Alicia Keys on it. At that level of respect don't have for Baby Cham and Dave Kelly. Same that take a man, a old school artist song and put Alicia Keys on it. Alicia Keys was a pop artist. A major pop artist where she could have get a, you know, so a flower gun eat a big food. Have a Miley Cyrus through the youth them from down St. Croix or one of the Virgin Islands. Go use flower gun lyrics. And not even the melody them use, you know. Them just say we run things. Miley said she just say we run things. She never even sing Flower Gun's melody. She just say we run things. And Flower Gun just say, yo, I might want that. That is how Uno not have no respect for Dave Kelly, you know. If you think Dave Kelly that go take up Alicia Keys, Akon in I'm prime, Baby Cham in I'm prime, take a man song, record it, get a major record label to sign it, because I think that Baby Cham is signed to Atlantic, I think. So all Atlantic would have in the lawsuit, you know. Even Atlantic, you know, if I Atlantic they had signed to, you know. So when you go stage show, when you see Baby Cham perform it, we have to have in your mind, yo, a thief the man song. You know, rate Baby Cham them. Musically. Baby Cham them, come on people, man. Baby Cham them a genius boy, man. Them put in work, man. And one thing I can tell about Dave Kelly them. Piracy? No. No. Tony Kelly them, piracy? No. And people pirate them. International people have to listen back to Dave Kelly them and Tony Kelly them thing and play them back or sample them. I saw them great. Them great. See? And I've had the pleasure to work with one of the brother them. And I know so them are great. Great you them. See? Them know music like that. Them are great writers. Great writers. If you disrespect Dave Kelly, you disrespect half a dancehall catalog. Trust me. Or a quarter. Let me go quarter, because King Cham is a big part. Bobby Digital. So a five name we talk about the dancehall catalog, you know, but Dave Kelly are the hardcore. Dave Kelly is the core of dancehall. The core. The core. You can't get no more core. Dave Kelly bring the streets to reggae music. See? Remember that. You want to tell me, say, you respect Baby Cham, that you think say him that take even you Mike slur. Story. Him put him say story. Him put him say story. Him just take him whole like so story. At them level of piracy they want to put on Baby Cham. And Dave Kelly them. I'm not serious. That means that when you hear this again, not even bother dance. When you hear that juggling again, not even bother dance. When you hear that again, don't dance. If I this one I go put Dave Kelly, when you hear them type of rhythm there again in a dance hall, don't dance. When you hear no man I look your but you know in a D-race, don't dance. When you hear girl I see your body rider, don't dance. Don't even bother move. For that level of respect, they want to really go get to Dave Kelly them. Or disrespect them. You see? So, you, Mike, we know so you're able enough to make the people them know. You see? Unless you want to continue with it, if you eat a dub plate them. Because you eat dub plate now. Because the man must say your tune. So I know you eat a little dub plate food. But be careful of the pies you want to eat. And drink. Because if you have to put down somebody else or make people put down somebody else to eat, then it's poisonous. You see? So if you want to continue going to double plate them and fight and act as if I hear a tune, be my guest. But I want to the wickedest atrocities would I ever commit in a dance hall if you let the people them continue to say Baby Cham thief your tune. And you know why? It's wicked? Because of Dave Kelly we are talking about. And I like one little dibby squaw. We are talking about Dave Kelly. See? So see, Congo, now you get where I go. Somebody say, you Mike passed away, ratted him dead and gone. Oh my God. Same dead and gone. Me never even know same dead. Me think same able, so see people thanks to the correction. Somebody say I'm dead. Somebody say I'm dead. For real? Say I'm dead with it. It's sad. So that means we never ever hear him. Though it's wicked. You Mike's. No, me have to really look. You Mike's. You Mike's death. You Mike's death. The man see man do dub plate. Sing the man. Jesus Christ. No, not him this. Mad you Mike. Mike use that. You Mike's. You Mike's. You Mike's. I'm not sure. That person say I'm dead. I'm not sure. Because I don't love make up things, you know. Me not hear nothing about you Mike dead. Me not think you Mike dead. Me talk to somebody who know you Mike since week. You Mike is not dead, people. Stop your foolishness. The man not dead, man. He's dead, man. The man not dead, man. Well, you Mike, if you're not dead, if you're not dead, do it before you're dead. You Mike, if you're not dead, somebody must show you this. If you're not dead, do it before you're dead. Because them people, them not gonna believe me. Them will more believe you. You see? And Dave Kelly not gonna look pa uno. Like how me can share to you. Dave Kelly not look pa uno. Because him that big, him not answer uno. And I don't think Baby Cham gonna answer neither. Because him not still like me who want to clear him name. You see what I say? But you, Mike, if you're alive, do it before you're dead. Because you drink poison. Or I eat poison after the dub plate them way I do and make people think I hear a tune. And nothing wrong with doing a man song, you know. Because I talk man all the time. But when people start say, are the man thief your song? Problem. You see what I say? So, him not a lawsuit. Him not a lawsuit I come to him, Delano. What am I going to sue him for? Them can't sue him for nothing. You see what I say? Them can't sue him for anything. So there you go. Nothing goes to people. You, Mike, did not do a dancehall story in the 80s. Based on every research. Me check the people who used to sell music. Like Sinbad them. When you know about Sinbad, you know when you talk about Sinbad, where you used to sell, if Sinbad don't know you Mike's dancehall story, that means it never make in the 80s. You see? And Sinbad is the chemist in this. Sinbad are the man way. Sinbad have record with Vegas when it sound good. When buy and for him used to sell records, buy record and sell them. A foreign. Ship out record. Sinbad have before my boss, long before my boss. My first song. Sinbad have my first song. You say if Sinbad not have your song, it's such a bad song. You want me to say you Mikes, if you're still alive. Right? You want me to say you sing such a bad song in the 80s. And we only hear of it after Baby Cham thief it. And before you, if you're still alive, right, let's say you're dead. Before you're dead, you never come forward and make the world know say Baby Cham thief your song. Eh? We say how easy I like and spread people. And some more time here them say my generals teach a thief them song too, you know. Enough time here people say teach a thief them song. But true now I say nothing. Cause more time I say stitch it. No man, I go load them up and make them know the truth, man. Me just build guy and I'm wish. Cause I don't really want him name call up. But enough time here them say my general thief them song. One of the baddest lyricists. Is what I say. So you Mike, if you're alive, do the right thing. If you're dead, you know, God go with you. Because you shouldn't have dead with it. Because we left boy, you know. Confusion. And the man, Reggae Vault, will take down the special way you do. Take down the You Mike song too and stop make the people them think say Baby Cham thief the man song. Yes, I say stop the things of views and likes, man. If you not do investigative journalism, if you don't want to be vlogger, at least you don't vlog the truth, man. Vlog the truth and stop vlog lies, man. Stop make up story for get views, people. Stop make up story for get likes, people. Because when you do them something there, when you disrespect other people put in the work. You see what I say? Because when you know say people ain't gullible boy, if they tell them say, yo, yeah, jump them ask how high. Big up on yourself, give thanks to the reason. See? So it's another dancehall lecture. Alright? I want to know, so I'm going to bring the facts with research and receipt. See? So, one love out of here.